Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer began their search looking for a modern alternative to an old, conventional UPS that had a dead battery. The goal was to find a power station that could offer true uninterruptible power, or at the very least, seamless pass-through charging. Finding this particular power station was a relief, especially because it comes from a manufacturer our reviewer considers highly reliable for power supplies and chargers, a crucial factor when dealing with electronics. After setting it up, this client was pleased to find the UPS mode works flawlessly. They tested it by pulling the wall plug, and all the connected devices, including a modem, Wi-Fi router, and security system, remained powered on without any interruption or need to restart. A primary concern was whether keeping the unit constantly plugged into the wall would harm the battery's longevity, a common issue with similar products. To their surprise, the company's tech support confirmed that this practice is actually beneficial and is designed to extend the battery's lifespan. Our reviewer hopes this means it operates like a laptop, bypassing the battery and using direct outlet power once it's fully charged. Currently, the unit is powering a power strip with several essential devices, which together draw a consistent 70 watts. Based on its usable capacity, this should provide a solid 6.5 hours of runtime during a power outage, which is more than enough for their peace of mind. While it meets their needs very well, a few small improvements could make it even better. This client noted it would be nice if it were a bit lighter, had one more USB-C port, and offered the ability to connect extra battery packs for expandable capacity, a feature becoming available on newer models.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer initially found this portable power station to be a bit behind the times, particularly noting its relatively low input charging power right out of the box. The real trouble, however, began after just a few charge and discharge cycles, when the unit became completely unresponsive and failed to work at all. Even before it failed completely, our reviewer noticed a significant performance issue where the device would start charging at its maximum rate, but then the input power would steadily decrease on its own. This drop in charging speed meant that the power station would actually discharge faster than it could recharge, even while plugged into the wall and in use. The situation became more complicated when this client attempted to use the warranty. Because the power station had been taken overseas, the standard process required returning the defective unit first. The major hurdle was that shipping a product with such a large battery internationally requires special handling, a process that turned out to be prohibitively expensive, costing more than the device itself. Initially, this left our reviewer feeling stuck with a heavy, non-functional paperweight and out the original purchase cost. However, in a positive turn of events, the company ultimately came through. They sent a brand new replacement unit to our reviewer's international location, honoring the warranty despite the logistical complications. This new power station functions perfectly as it should, resolving the initial frustrations. While the experience was fraught with difficulty, the client expressed gratitude that the company stood by its product in the end.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer needed a power bank for a cooler, but then realized they also needed a way to power other devices, like a cooler in a room lacking outlets. Seeing a good opportunity, they decided to get a portable power station to handle both needs. A reviewer describes this power station as being roughly the size of a lunchbox or a small toaster. It's easily portable, not too heavy, and can be recharged in various ways, including solar power, USB-C, and a standard power outlet. Importantly, it can also output power to other devices simultaneously. The client tested it with a cooler, noting that the cooler initially draws 400 W to start and then settles down to about 5 W. Given that this power station can handle 500 W, it was more than capable. They started the cooler in the afternoon, cooked on a Traeger for almost 2 hours, and left the cooler running afterward. To see how long it would last, they let the cooler run at 33 degrees. Impressively, it kept the cooler going until 1 p.m. the next day, for a total run time of about 20 hours. This client admits it might seem like overkill for just a cooler, but appreciates the 4 output ports, making it ready for anything. Our reviewer also took it on a work trip where it powered just the cooler and a phone for around 28 hours.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.